Welcome to Hitman Boxing. So we're about a month away from this Deontay Wilder-Alexander Povetkin fight that's going to come to you live from Moscow, Russia. It's going to be for Deontay Wilder's WBC title. Thoughts about the fight? You know, I really didn't think Deontay Wilder was going to go to Russia to fight this guy, you know, who's his mandatory, Alexander Povetkin. Because, you know, I mean, Alexander Povetkin's a tough fighter. He's only got one loss on his record. But to be honest with you, that loss was against Vladimir Klitschko, man. And I saw that fucking fight. I don't think Povetkin really lost that fight, man. Klitschko was on some grimy shit, man. He was a much bigger opponent. He kind of imposed his will on him, man. Some of those knockdowns, man, Klitschko definitely pushed him down, man. But nonetheless, Alexander Povetkin does have that one loss. So, I mean, this is a tough fight for Deontay Wilder. Like I said, I didn't think he was going to go to Russia, of all places, to fight Alexander Povetkin. But, you know, I thought he was going to vacate his WBC title. But it looks like he's gonna hold on to it. He's going to Moscow to fight him. Now, they're going to have VADA testing for this fight, which really surprised me because at first I didn't think Povetkin and his team were going to go through with that shit. And I know Deontay Wilder really pushed for the drug testing. Initially, I thought that they were going to use some Russian-branded drug testing agency. But, you know, to be honest with you, I don't trust that shit. And I'm pretty sure Deontay Wilder's team doesn't trust that shit. So they got VADA to do the testing, which is good. You know, I don't put nothing past Alexander Povetkin, man, especially with this shit being in Russia. Shit, he's got the upper hand, honestly. So, in my opinion, if Deontay Wilder wants to win this fight, he needs to knock Alexander Povetkin the fuck out. Because if he don't knock his ass out and he don't win convincingly, that's just going to the scorecards, man. And they in Russia. Anything can fucking happen, man. I guarantee you they'll fuck Deontay Wilder if this is a close fight, man. Especially if it's a close fight in his favor. This shit don't need to go to the scorecards. Deontay Wilder has to get a knockout in order to win this fucking fight. And that's going to be tough to do. Because Povetkin, trust me, he's a tough competitor, man. You know, to date, I would say Bermain Stavern was, you know, Deontay Wilder's toughest challenge. But I think Povetkin's definitely going to be a tough opponent for Deontay Wilder, man. Probably the toughest competitor he's fought. And it's good to see him taking these tough fights, man. Because, I mean, Deontay Wilder, I think he's a good fighter. I think Povetkin's a good fighter, man. So, I mean, even though it's not really on an even playing field and it's in Russia, this should be a great fight. And hopefully Deontay Wilder can pull this shit off. Because he's going to need a fucking knockout. You know, I'm rooting for Deontay Wilder, man, because he's from America. So I got to ride with the home team. But at the same time, this is going to be a tough-ass fight because Povetkin ain't no bitch. He ain't going to lay down for this man. But at least they're doing the VADA testing. So let me know what you guys' thoughts are on this fight. Depending upon who wins, what do you think's next for these guys? I mean, the heavyweight division is so fucking stacked, man. It's probably one of the most exciting divisions in boxing, man. You know, it's good that we've got a lot of different tough opponents from overseas. You know, when I say overseas, you know, I'm from the U.S., so I'm talking, you know, Anthony Joshua, Klitschko, Fury. You know, we've got all these tough competitors from overseas, you know, for our American fighters to fight, man. So I'm looking forward to some of these fights being made between some of these big names in the heavyweight division, you know, in the coming months and the coming years, man, because these motherfuckers are about business, man. It's been a minute since we've had a stacked heavyweight division, so really looking forward to this shit. Looking forward to this Deontay Wilder, Alexander Povetkin fight, man. I'm pulling for Deontay Wilder to take the win, man. Let me know what you think about the fight, man. Leave your comments, and always like and subscribe. I want to thank everybody who's been listening to my shit, man. I love boxing, man. I just love watching it. I've loved it for some time, man. So I'm glad I can share my thoughts with you guys. So just drop a comment below. Let me know what you think is going to happen between these two guys. Hitman Boxing, and I'm out.